Welcome to Get Roaring. I am Rory. Fancy meeting you here. It's time for some more NHL franchise mode. NHL 22 with the Lethbridge Lumberjacks.
Rolling dice. All right, let's do the contract situation, and then you'll be able to see more of the team. Coaches have expiring contracts. Tyrone Cutler. I'm not going to re-sign him. Not that he did terrible. He actually won the Jack Adams. But I'd like to see what's available. We can always go get him in free agency, right? Like, not too worried about that. Our scouts have also expired. Any of them that are not above a B, not going to retain them. Because we can... Okay, so basically most of our scouting staff, right? So let's offer Hakana a contract. But everybody else, we're kind of going to, you know... We'll go pick them up if we need to. Everybody else is kind of a C. We might see if we can increase the quality of our scouting department. All right. Resign phase. Resign phase. All right, so Sergachev needs money. Is Sergachev an RFA? Well, let's qualify first. 9.725 over 7. I think I'm going to offer him. Hopefully he's not, you know, too pissy about it. But let's go with 8.5 over 7. Because he'll be like our cornerstone top 2, along with hopefully Lindbergh. Actually, you know what? Before I get too crazy, let's go. That was our big one. So... here we go. We have on our blue or on down the middle. Dubois is our first line center. Then we have Kotkaniemi and Strome that are basically the same thing. Strome doesn't want an extension. So Kotkaniemi, I think, played the majority of his season maybe on the third line, maybe some second. Dylan Strome, I think, played second most of the time. So we had 54 points in 82 games with Dylan Strome. Kotkaniemi had 53 points in 80 games. So we got to pay one of them because basically I have as my third line center. Bukestad is a 76. That's not realistic. He's better than that. So the Butte is probably our third line center. So I don't need one of these two. But do I keep... I'm leaning towards Kotkaniemi. Let's see what they want. First of all, we're going to qualify them both because worst case scenario, somebody signs them on an offer sheet. Which, in the trade scenario of this game, is better than me trading them because their trade value is probably like next to garbage for some reason. So Kotkaniemi wants 3 years, 3.6. What does Strome want? Strome wants 6 years, 5575. He also doesn't want an extension. So he doesn't want to sign, so it's going to be harder to sign him for a value contract. That's kind of why I'm leaning towards Kotkaniemi and putting Kotkaniemi as our second line. Because 3 years at 3.5, I can deal with. I mean, it's even a value. Hopefully it's a value contract by the time he's done it. Like, if you're even to go up to 6, he ends up being a 4.5. Like, that's pretty good. I mean, we could sign him at 3 something, and then he may want more on those second half. Like if we did 6 years, he might want more than 4.5, or we could pay the extra mil, have him for 6 years, and hopefully he works out as like a quality second line center. That's not a bad idea if we did like this. Pay up a little bit now, have him as our second line center long term, for like a mil and a bit less than what Strome wants for 6 years, and Strome is 4 years older. Let's offer it. I don't know if he'll take it, but let's offer it. All right, 6 years. 6 years at 4.25. Not big money, but a good contract. Strome, I'm gonna let sit on RFA, and see if we get somebody taking his contract from us. Or we could try and trade him, but it might suck. Forsbecka, Carlson, and Pitlick, both of them are just kind of depth. Although, yeah, they're just both depth. Let's check Pitlick. I mean, I think I'll let just Pitlick go. We'll qualify Forsbecka, Carlson. Santeri, Virtanen. Top 9 medium potential. Release to the world. News Bomber. 22-61. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we're done. And then we got some of our kids in here. Sloan we won't sign. We'll give Petal a contract. Why not? There you go. Dmitriev. We'll see where they go before we do anything about that. Alright. Alright. Let's move on to left wing. So Bolton we're going to have to pay next year, and that's going to be money. Duham we have to pay this year. Duham at 39 goals and 28 assists in 82 games. He's our sniper. So, money. Oh, that's not bad. I can deal with that. I'm going to offer Ryder the same deal as Kotkaniemi, except I'm only going to give him 4 because he's 28. I'm going to offer 4 to Ryder at 4.25. I don't know if he'll take it. I think the money might be a bit low. Nieto, we can give Nieto... Actually, you know what? Nieto didn't fit very well. Well, we might get a new coach, so... What does he want? Two-way, couple of years? Let's give him, beef it up 1 year. Andreas Janssen, we kind of ran into the ground. Just didn't have a spot for him, so we're going to let him go. Kevin Roy looks like good depth. Yeah, I'm fine with that. If that's all you want, buddy. Janssen, we're going to release. Let him go find a new contract. These guys, we're going to let him stew for another year. Alright, right wing. I like Kairu. I want to keep him around. Let's qualify him. What does he want? Oh, buddy. Kairu wants some cash. I don't know if I like him that much. Alright, we're gonna sit on him for a bit. Let him stew. Kuhnhackl is not bad depth. What does he want? We'll get him for a mil. It's not bad depth. I'm okay with that. Highmore, Senishin. Oh, the real deal. Sorry, James Neal, buddy. You did something with the Red Deer Razorbacks there. You did something, but you know, I'm sorry. The real deal is a done deal. Aku didn't quite work out. I think we'll release. On to the D. We've already offered a contract to. So right now our top defensemen are Sergachev and then some combo of Sanheim and Sherratt. Good old why not Ben Sherratt. Brandon Gooley has been good in our bottom 3. All right. Carrier, I don't think quite fit, but he has top 4 potential. Sanheim wants 5. I don't want to give him 5. I'll give him 4. And I'm going to give him the same treatment. Let's go with 4-4. I can deal with 4-4. All right. Cuckoo. We have Roy for another year. I want... Maybe I'm going to... I kind of liked Carlson. Carlson was fine. Good depth. We'll ditch Cuckoo. We can always get him back. Not really worried about that. First round 20. Man, it's so bad when you see players, you look at them and you go, that's not bad. But then they just don't grow. Well, I guess we'll keep the depth. Let's just qualify. And qualify. 27 2-way defender, 75. I think we got enough stocked in the cupboard here. Pettinen was our first round pick, I think. Yeah, first round 24. We'll sign our first rounder. All right. So thank you for your service, Jake Allen. You've been good, but we're going with Vanacek. We may need to get a backup though, and an AHL goalie. All right, let's advance the day. Although I am interested in principle in an extension, I'm going to reject this dollar value. Not surprised. Easy decision. Travis Sanheim is in. Nieto, easy decision. Also, Sergachev didn't like the money offered. Easy decision. Kuhnackel decided to reject the 100,000. Okay. Duham is also interested in more money. All right, let's go. Let's go back to contracts. All right, so Sergachev was not overly enthralled. Oh my goodness, 9-9. So he wasn't overly enthralled with the 8-5 that I offered him. He's come back with 9-9. As far as I know, I don't think that's changed. All right, we're going to offer 9-1 to Sergachev because he's pretty good at hockey. I'm not going to let 600,000 blow this, but he could ask for more. We'll see. Ryder, what does he want now? 4-5 over 4. May just need to do that. I'll cut it down a little bit, see if he'll give me a little bit of a haircut. But we'll go with that. Dylan Strome, let's just sit him down. You can have a minute. Kotkaniemi didn't want to do. If we go back up to 6 years, maybe we just have to do. We'll give him the 4-4 treatment. See if that helps. He may not, because he wants the years, right? So he wants 3 years. Kairu's still not sure what to do with. It's big money. Carrier, I don't know why he was. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Oh, I think we just qualified him. That's fine. Kuhnackel. Kuhnackel doesn't want an extension, so we'll just release him. We can always get him in free agency. Carlson's fine. All right. Let's advance another day. All right, well, our scout accepted. Kotkaniemi, easy decision. Welcome to the team. Mikhail Sergachev signs for 9-1. Over 7. Big contract. But Ryder Duham still giving us grief. Goodness. Okay. We may have to just give him the money he wants, which is fine. 4-5's not the end of the world. Wouldn't take a haircut. Negotiating. As, buddy, I just gave you the money you wanted. I literally gave you what you wanted. All right. Sometimes I don't understand this negotiation that they do. I'll go back to you tonight about the offer. Okay. Next day. What? I literally gave him more money than he was asking for. I am so confused. Oh, okay. What is... Oh, that takes him to 36, though. I don't want to do that. Okay, I want to re-sign him. Alright. Well, a 40-goal scorer for $5 million, I guess. How many days do we have left? Okay, Carrier's in. Carlson is in. Johansson is in. Easy decision. Finally. Thank you. Negotiation. I want 4525. Here's 4525. I don't like it. I don't understand. Things I don't understand in this life. All right. So let's check our UFAs. No, RFAs. Just Kyrou and Strome. What does Kyrou still want? He wants like 5 something. But he wants big money. He's good, but he's an 83. I guess it's partly his age. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I like Kyrou, but I don't know if I like him $6 million like him. All right. Free agency time, folks. Let's hit it. So we haven't rehired our coaches. Cutler's gone, and a couple of assistants. So let's take a look at the coaching ranks. And, oh man, that's a cool name. Joel Bolt. How much do we have in money? We have 3.5. But we need to hire 5 coaches. I don't know if we could have afforded him anyway. We might be able to hire Patrick Marleau though. He seems to do okay with like Bolton and Dubois and Fabry. He seems to do okay with them. What does he do? Does he roll? Forecheck, 1-3-1 passive. Okay. He's a defensive coach. We had a generalist. 57 fit. Jeffrey on is 60. Patrick Marleau is 51. Who's this Jeffrey on? Fits well with Fabry. We want somebody that fits well with like Bolton and Ryder. Although I don't think we can go up there because that's where the money is. Cutler's actually pretty affordable. 57 fit. He fits Dubois well. See, the weird thing is see on the right is it includes players that are signed, but you didn't just re-sign. So it doesn't include players that, like Ryder, that I just re-signed, who's an important player. It's weird. A lot of fits on Fabry. 54% on Sheldon Marchment. But he fits Dubois well, he fits Bolton well. Balanced approach. What kind of coach is he? Associate coach. Well, we can hire him anyway. 703. Okay. We'll offer him NHL associate coach, and if we ever need to, we'll we can promote him. Ryan Suter's also available. Ryan Suter's a 57% fit. Fits with Fabry, Roslovic, and Sherratt. I kind of liked, not Marleau, Jeffrey on? Jeffrey on. I wish I could see what they fit with Sergachev. I mean, we could just... Cutler wants 4 years, though. Patrick Marleau is kind of interesting, but he doesn't actually fit that great. I'm going to go with Jeffrey on, I think. Alright. There we go, 5 years. Alright. Now we need assistant coach. Assistant coach, not too worried about it, really. We'll just see who's available, who's like the best kind of fit. It's 56. You're not bad. There we go. Let's go with that guy. Alright. Good. And we didn't have a goalie coach last year because somebody didn't like the size of our market or something silly like that. It's like, hey, you want a job? They're like, I don't like the town. I'm just going to not work. Okay. NHL assistant. I guess we'll go with a general. Do we have a goalie rating? No, just teaching. Prefer if it's a goalie one, but, you know. I think I tried to sign, like, an AHL coach that was, like... They're like, and then they were like, I don't fit that position. I was like, I don't know. I don't know, buddy. Alright. Let's hire you as our NHL goalie coach. There you go. Alright. I'll worry about the assistant coach for the AHL later. Let's take a look at the free agents before I do scouts. Alright. We have 40 contracts. We have 10 contracts to work with. Let's look at the free agents. Dylan Larkin. Dang. That is not accurate to what Dylan Larkin is. It's not accurate. And it has the for the Pro Scout thing, it has Tyrone Cutler's scheme. We don't actually have a coach, so we don't know how we would fit. We also have Huberdeau, Horvat. Is that JT Miller? Yeah, JT Miller. Woo, JT Miller's pretty dang good. Tarasenko's up there. Yarncrook, Puljujärvi, Olofsson, Forsberg, JVR, Mackenzie Weegar, of course Kyrou. Mackenzie Weegar is kind of an interesting thought. We do need... Let's do the less exciting things, but let's see where... Freddie Anderson... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He did not get that money in Carolina, folks. 33-year-old Freddie Anderson wants $9.45 million. Now he is an 87 rated goaltender. Jake Allen wants $4.25. That's pretty surprising that nobody's interested. No team's interested in him. No team's interested in Freddie at 9.5. Cause buddy. A 1B would be good. So let's take a look at overall here. To go with Vanacek. See what we got down here. Anton Forsberg? Perfect. I'm willing to give you a little more than that, Anton. Seriously. There we go. And we need an AHL goaltender. Be nice if they were a little younger. We can go with Decord. That'd be alright. Let's go with Decord. let's do 1 year at 850 or 875. There we go. I'm happy with that. Really don't have any goalies in the A, so... UFA. What are you? Fringe starter low? Be good as a backup in the A. There we go. 1 year. 8.5. There we go. Good. I don't know whether to make a big splash or not, because, like... I mean, I'm pretty happy with Dubois. I have Bolton and I have Ryder that are going to be our top line power forward and sniper. Dylan Larkin may be a playmaker. It looks like he's a playmaker, 59 assists, but 11, 4, 5. That's big cake. Now, mind you, he's probably like a 90 something. Is Pugliarvi a restricted free agent? He is, yeah. Victor Olofsson is available. It also depends whether we have Kyrou sign. I can't see Nick Ritchie actually be rated that much. Nick Ritchie wants 587. We have 19.470 million to spend, but we still have Kyrou and Strome hanging in the wind. So, like, we have Dylan Strome and Kyrou, and they both want, like, Dylan Strome wants 5'6", Kyrou wants 6'2". So if we were to re-sign both of them, or they qualify, well, they qualify probably less than that, but if they were both to re-sign, that's like 11 mil right there. And I'm not sure if I'm totally down with that. But we'd have to replace them, right? There's Nick Foligno at 35. Where would he fit? Well, we don't know. We don't know where he would fit with our new coach's scheme, whoever that may be. He's kind of he's a second line forward, two-way forward. We won't really be able to tell either. Craig Smith, lots of two-way forwards available. Donskoy, also a two-way forward. There's Sammy Blais. All right. I don't know. You guys have any ideas? Should we? Because if we have 11 and a half, let's say it's 11 and a half that we have to take up with, well, even 14 that we have to take up with, like, all the players and stuff that we're getting for the A and extra goalies and stuff. That leaves us with like 4.5 to spend. If we don't re-sign one of the other guys, then we have money to spend on a big boy. But what do we get? I mean, obviously Dylan Larkin is like franchise changing. And go for the big splash in the free agency. I could tell you I'd rather have Dylan Larkin than Strome and Kyrou. 100%. So maybe that's the answer, but there are 3 teams interested at 11.450. So that's a big contract to take on. I don't really want to go with Bo Horvat or JT Miller. If I'm going to go big, it's going to be Larkin. But that pushes Dubois down to second, which is not actually the worst thing. I mean, if I sink the money into him, 11.5 over 7. That brings him to 33. That's all right. He's our guy, though, if we go with Dylan Larkin. Gosh, he's fast. All right, we're doing it. We're gonna try it. I don't think we're gonna get him at 11.5. I think we're gonna get outbid. Even if we do, I mean, at that point, who cares? Like, what's another 250? Let's do 11.750. I don't think we'll get him, but we're gonna try. All right. We're gonna try. We're going for Dylan Larkin. Let's go check out Calgary and see what T-Bone's gonna cost us. Well, okay, before I go here, if the trade values are wonky, I'm not gonna do it, because, like, the trade values are wonky. Like, if it's kind of questionable, then, you know. Defensive defenseman. He was a first overall pick, right? 19 years old. The first overall pick. Oh, yeah, of course. We'll check it out. That... Whoa, buddy! Buddy! It's like, oh, who do you want for that defenseman that's hasn't even started playing yet? Oh, I want Sergachev that you just signed for almost $10 million. Goodness. Well, Lindbergh's going to be our number 2, is how that's going to go. That's the projected timeline here right now. I mean, not that I have a problem getting T-Bone, but all right. Buddy, something is weird in Trade Town, I got to tell you. At least that was reasonable. They weren't like, yeah, we'll take a second round pick, a bag of pucks, a double-double, and a 20-pack of Timbits, you know. It wasn't one of those. So, at least there's that, right? All right, let's see if Dylan Larkin wants to be moving to Lethbridge, shall we? Let's see if that happens. I doubt it. But Roy in a 4th for a 3rd. Actually, I'm going to take that. Because he's okay, but he's not $3 million okay. So let me go get another cheaper defenseman. Probably around the 2 mark. Actually, let's sort by overall. Soucy, I think. Soucy. Carson Soucy. That looks more appropriate to me. Let's do it. We'll give you 1 year, and we'll go with 1.8. There we go. 1 year. Thank you. 1.8. There we go. That's a good replacement, I think. All right, keep going. Happy to join the team. Associate coach Marchman is in. We've really started off the right foot by offering me a role ideally suited for my skills, so I gladly accept. There we go. We got Jeffrey on as our head coach. I'm going to reject your offer. I don't feel the quality of your roster matches the challenge I'm wishing to take on. Well, excuse me, sir. Okay, that's fine. Nobody wants to be a goalie coach ever. Accepted the offer, we got a scout. Accepted the offer, we got another scout. Accepted the offer, we got another scout. Good stuff. Alright, another day. Another dollar. Another scout accepts. Good stuff. Alright, let's check out our scouting situation. Alright, we have 17 scouts. We need 1 more AHL. We got 2 in the dub, 2 in the O, 2 in the Q. We can mush that around in Sweden and Finland. One in the Liga and one in Russia. So we could use one more in Russia and one in the A? One in the A, one in Russia. What am I missing? Oh, one in America. Okay. Still waiting on Larkin. Advance a day. Anton Forsberg, extremely happy to accept your offer. Excellent. Decord, extremely happy to accept your offer. Kaiser, extremely happy to accept your offer. A second, a sixth, and carrier for Sutter and a third. I decline this trade. Next. Lawrence Lane, accept the offer. Very good. Dylan Larkin, I was extremely happy to accept your offer. Dylan Larkin is a lumberjack, folks. Dylan Larkin, your number one center, in your hearts and on your team. Excellent. Dylan Larkin. Buddy! And of course, Susie signs, which is very nice. Okay. Let's take a look at our contracts. Now that we are paying... That's rough, eh? Gonna stick him between Bolton and Dewham. Tough times on the first line, right? Tough times for, well, Dubois is our second line center now. I cannot hang on to Kotkaniemi, I think. So actually it's between Dubois and Kotkaniemi. And I think, yeah, he's going to be a beast, I tell you. Where is he, though? Did he sign? He did, right? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy, right? Alright. Oh, don't have the budget. Goodness, those scouts and everything. Alright, let's check out contracts. Like, where is he? Sort by money? Oh, there he is. Woo! Oh, because his overall is, like, tanked because we don't have a reading on it. That's fine. That was a little scary. Alright, we still have 9.870 in cap space. But everybody has been shoved around now. So, we have Larkin and Dubois. Kotkaniemi, not sure if I want him as my third line center, but he could play the wing. He could play second wing. He could play with Fabry. We also have Roslovic and Palmieri. Roslovic's earning Roslovic and Palmieri are earning like second line money. We have a lot of players that, you know. Palmieri could play on the third line, still being overpaid. So is Colin White. We got like a lot of $5 million players hanging around. So, but we still have budget. I think it's because our defense is cheap, is what it comes down to. Like we only have Sergachev, but then we have a couple players worth 4. This just leads me more to believe that I don't really know if I want to sign Kyrou and Strome to the money they want. Well, I can't because I only have 9 something. But I think our goalies are settled. We're gonna have Vanacek and Forsberg up top, and then in the system we got Decord and Kaiser, and then whoever else like shows up. Defense, I think I'm fine with. Because we're going to have Sergachev, why not Ben Sherratt, Sanheim, Guli, some combination of probably Guli, Susi, Vakanainen, and probably Lindbergh. That'll be our top 6. Carlson will be our depth. I'm tempted to make more. I'm tempted to move some stuff out, but I would like to see what our coach does. Actually, I should check the coaching staff. We still need an assistant coach because Apparently our team is something that the assistant coach was not willing to take on in terms of challenge. I don't even know what that means. How much do we have to spend? Not a whole lot. We're going to dial this back a little bit. Okay, everybody is like 5'11", so we just go for 5'11", I guess? I don't know. Alright, we're going to go with this guy, just cuz. There you go. Offer contract, thank you. Normally I'd like to have a full coaching staff, but one, people are not agreeing to be hired, and two, the budget with this team to start out with is lower than I've dealt with, obviously, in further generations of stuff. Let's see if we can get the best assistant coach that we can. Let's look at teaching. Teaching? There we go. Oh, goalies. You know what? Do you want to work in the NHL, sir? Would you like to work as an NHL goalie coach? There we go. Goalies again. Why are goalies always like teaching A? I don't even understand. Anyway. Good enough. AHL assistant coach, thank you very much. Alright. Now, the last thing we gotta do is let's get some players for the A. Let's just get a few two-way contracts, see how it goes, you know. So we'll go with two-way, sort by overall. None of these seem overly realistic. Are you an RFA? UFA. Top 6 medium, maybe? Maximov? Okay. Willing to take a flyer. That's okay. What else we got? Top 6 medium, maybe? Again, willing to take a flyer. Is that Julius Honka? Sure. That looks good. Let's go with 1. 1. There you go. What else we got? Volkov. Alexander I mean, if that's not a mugshot, I don't know what is. Offer contract. 1 year. A little bit extra. Alright. One more, I think. Cuckoo we had. We're looking for... There we go. There's your grinder. Connor Bunneman. Talking about grinders earlier. Let's grind it down. Connor Bunneman. That ain't a name. I tell you. That guy is introducing somebody to some board advertisements. That's what he's going to do. Right there. I'm going to reject your offer. I don't feel the quality matches the challenges I'm wishing to take on. I don't want to work with Dylan Larkin and Sergachev. I don't want to work with those people. They're terrible, Mr. Coach. Oh, here you go. Somebody wants a job. Thank you. Gosh. The coaching system, and like I love the idea, but it just drives me nuts because they're like, I don't like the taco stand that's outside the arena. I refuse to take this $500,000 job. Like, gosh. Volkov's in. Maximov is in. Maximov also has his own island with a Doomsday device installation, by the way, with that name. Connor Bunneman is going to be grinding people into the corner for Red Deer, folks. Julius Honka is in. Excellent. I don't know what to do about this coaching situation. because everybody doesn't feel that my roster has the challenges they're willing to take on, or some junk like that. All right, one more try for an assistant coach, because they're driving me crazy. How much do we have left? $1.5 million? $1.5 million, eh? Xavier Betts. Do you want to work for us, Xavier? Do you want a job? There you go. You know what? Let's throw in some extra cake. Take your wife out to dinner. Let's do this. Do we have somebody who likes goaltenders? Anybody? Let's go with a generalist, actually. We'll just get a generalist to be our goalie coach. They fit, all right. Give them a little extra cake. Take your kids out. There you go. Take them to Chuck E. Cheese. Get an extra pizza. Maybe put double pepperoni on it for them, okay? Just today. All right, scouts. How did we do? We got 18, and we have no money left. Wait, we have. Gosh. Let's go hire a scout that's terrible. For the US. That's all we got, eh? Alright. We're gonna go to Fortino's. Which is, if you're familiar with it. Alright, let's hire a substandard scout for the US. And we'll pump some more budget in there and push it up every year over year. But it's probably the best we can do. We got some better higher end scouts in other categories. But we have one less scout than our max, so 6 in a carrier and 6 in a carrier. There we go. For a 5th? No, that's okay. Oh, look, somebody who wants a job. That's cool. Thank you, Betts. My sources tell me that your staff chemistry is poor. I am not willing to join a potentially toxic environment. Can I get a goalie coach that doesn't have, like... Do you want me to pick out the red M&Ms too, man? Like, goodness. I just want a goalie coach. Is this so hard? Apparently it is. I don't know. It's funny, the things that tilt me about this game is that kind of stuff. It's like, I just want a goalie coach. Alright, does anybody want a job? I'm just going to go outside the arena. I'm going to walk out in the middle of Lethbridge. You know what? I'm going to go in the Timmies and just start yelling, does anybody want to coach goalies? I'm sure somebody there knows something about goalies. So, by the way, I'm going to give you $500,000 to do it. Like, hey. Goodness sake. Somebody will be like, come up after that. They'll be like, what's your favorite Timbit? There you go. You're hired. You got a job. You're in. You know what? Here, have some extra money. Well, apparently coaches that are goalie coaches are the pickiest ever. Even though they're like... I don't know. I don't know at all. I just threw some money at that coach. Let's hope that it works out. I know people have had those problems in the past, and I don't know how it works out with budget. Maybe they play without the budget because they just pitch like millions of dollars at the coach they want and sign them. But Look! Isn't that amazing? You pump some cash into the situation and it finally fixes itself. Apparently that's the lesson for today. Throw money at a problem.
Thank you for joining me again for more NHL franchise mode in NHL 22 with the Lethbridge Lumberjacks. Appreciate every minute you spend with me. Hit that like button. Please subscribe. I'll see you next time. Have yourself a good one.